Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you're doing great. Today's video is going to be super useful because we're diving into something I get asked about all the time. The topic is 150 English phrases for daily life conversation. Now, I know many of you are learning English because you want to speak fluently and confidently in your daily life. Whether it's talking to friends, colleagues, strangers, or just practicing with yourself in the mirror, knowing natural phrases can make your English sound more real, more human, and less robotic. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 150 really common English phrases that native speakers use all the time. And I'll not just list them, but I'll also explain what they mean, how to use them, when to use them, and even give you examples and little life situations so you can remember them easily. I'll speak to you like a friend, so you'll feel like we're just having a conversation. Okay, let's begin. So, imagine this. You wake up. You go to school or work. You talk to your friends. You meet someone new. Or you go to a coffee shop. What kind of English do you need in real life? You don't need complicated grammar. You need real, natural, daily phrases. Let's start with one of my favorites. 1. What's up? This is such a classic, super casual. It just means, how are you? Or, what's going on? Or even, is everything okay? Example, you see your friend at school or at the office. Hey, what's up? And maybe they say, not much, just tired. It's not about explaining your life story. It's just a friendly opener. I love using this because it sounds very relaxed, and people usually smile when they hear it. It sets a comfortable tone. 2. I'm just kidding. Now, this one is important because sometimes we make jokes, and people might take them seriously. So, we say, I'm just kidding, to let them know it's a joke. Example, you say to your friend, you're always late, and your friend looks shocked. You can laugh and say, hey, I'm just kidding. It's a friendly way to show there's no need to get upset. 3. No worries. I say this phrase all the time. It's another way of saying it's okay or don't worry about it. Example, someone says, sorry, I forgot to bring your book. You can say, no worries. You can bring it tomorrow. It sounds polite, chill, and very natural. 4. I'm not sure. This phrase is simple but powerful. It shows honesty. Sometimes we don't know something, and that's okay. Example, someone asks, do you know where Alex is? You can say, I'm not sure. Maybe he's in the library. It's better to say this than to guess randomly. 5. That sounds good. When someone gives you an idea or a plan and you like it, just say, that sounds good. Example, your friend says, let's go for lunch at 2 p.m. You say, yeah, that sounds good. It shows agreement and interest. 6. I'm on my way. Imagine you're meeting someone and they ask where you are. If you've already left and you're going there, just say, I'm on my way. Example, hey, are you coming to the cafe? Yes, I'm on my way. It's very common, especially in messages or calls. 7. Let me think. This phrase is great when you need a few seconds to remember something or make a decision. Example, someone asks, What's your favorite movie? You say, let me think. I think it's Inception. It's such a polite and calm way to show you're thinking. 8. I don't get it. This phrase is for when you don't understand something. And let me tell you, it's totally okay to not understand something and say this. Example: your teacher explains something difficult and you're confused. You can raise your hand and say, "Sorry, I don't get it." That's how you learn. 9. That makes sense. This is the opposite of "I don't get it." It means, "Oh, I understand now." Example: your friend explains why she was late. You listen and say, "Oh, that makes sense." It shows understanding and connection. 10. I'm starving. This phrase means I'm very hungry. It's just a more fun and dramatic way to say it. Example: you skipped breakfast, and now it's 2 p.m. You say, "Let's eat something." I'm starving. It sounds expressive and real. 11th, fingers crossed. We use this when we hope something good will happen. Example: your friend is going for a job interview. You say, "Good luck. Fingers crossed for you." It's like saying, "I hope everything goes well." 12th, it's up to you. This phrase is useful when you want the other person to decide. Example: you and your friend are choosing a movie. She asks, "Do you want to watch a comedy or a horror film?" You say, it's up to you." It shows flexibility and friendliness. 13. You've got this. This is one of my favorite motivational phrases. You say it to encourage someone. Example: your friend is nervous before a test. You say, "Hey, you've got this. You studied hard. It's full of positive energy." 14. That's a good point. Use this when someone says something smart or useful. Example: you're having a discussion, and your friend says something logical. You nod and say, that's a good point. It shows respect and appreciation. 15. I'm not feeling well. This phrase is important for health. If you're feeling sick, instead of saying "I'm sick," this is a gentler way to say it. Example: you don't want to go to work today. You can say, "I'm not feeling well today. I think I need to rest." People will understand and respond kindly. 16. Take your time. This is a kind and patient phrase. It means the other person doesn't have to hurry. Example: your friend is looking for something in her bag, and she says, "Oh no, I'm taking so long." You smile and say, "It's okay. Take your time." It's such a gentle and polite thing to say. It makes people feel calm. 17. I'm used to it. This phrase means it was new or difficult before, but now it feels normal. Example: you move to a cold city and someone asks, "Isn't the weather too cold for you?" You say, "It was hard at first, but now I'm used to it." This shows you've adapted to the situation. 18. It depends. Use this phrase when the answer is not fixed. It can change depending on the situation. Example: someone asks, "Do you like spicy food?" You reply, "It depends. If it's too spicy, then no, but a little spice is okay." It shows you think carefully before giving an answer. 19. That's enough. This phrase is strong but useful. Use it when something should stop now. Example: two kids are fighting loudly, and you say, "Hey, that's enough." or someone keeps joking too much and you want them to stop. You can use this phrase, be careful. Use it politely or firmly based on the tone. 20. I'm broke. This is a casual way to say, I have no money right now. Example, your friends want to go shopping, and you say, I'd love to come, but I'm broke. It's honest and often used with a little laugh. 21. I messed up. This phrase means I made a mistake. Example, you forgot to send an important email. You say, oh no, I messed up. It shows you're taking responsibility in a very real way. 22. It's not a big deal. This is something you say to make someone feel better. It means, don't worry, it's okay. Example, someone steps on your foot and says, oh no, I'm so sorry. You can smile and say, it's not a big deal. It shows kindness and maturity. 23. I can't wait. This phrase means you're super excited about something. Example, your birthday is coming soon and you say, I can't wait. It shows excitement and energy. It makes conversations more fun. 24. Better late than never. This is a wise little phrase that means it's better to do something late than to never do it. Example, your friend arrives late to the party. You smile and say, better late than never. It's friendly and shows you're not angry. 25. I'm all ears. This is a cute way to say, I'm listening carefully. Example, your friend says, I need to tell you something. You say, I'm all ears. It shows you care and want to listen. 26. Long time no see. This is what we say when we meet someone after a long time. Example, you run into an old classmate and say, wow, long time no see. It's happy, casual, and full of good energy. 27. I'll pass. This means, no thank you, I don't want it. Example, someone offers you spicy food and you don't like it. You smile and say, thanks, but I'll pass. It's polite and soft, not too direct. 28. You made my day. Say this when someone does something kind or makes you feel happy. Example, your friend surprises you with a gift and you say, wow, you made my day. It's sweet and shows appreciation. 29. I'm in. This means yes, I want to be part of it. Example, your friends are planning a trip and someone says, who wants to come? You say, count me in. I'm in. It's quick and enthusiastic. 30. Same here. Use this when you want to say you agree or feel the same. Example, your friend says, I'm so tired today. You reply, same here. It's short and sounds very natural. 31. I'll give it a try. Say this when you're not sure, but you're willing to try something. Example, someone offers you a new food or asks you to try dancing. You say, I've never done it before, but I'll give it a try. It's brave and open-minded. 32. Hang in there. This phrase is used to encourage someone who is struggling. Example, your friend is tired and wants to quit. You say, hey, hang in there. You're almost done. It gives strength and hope. 33. You're kidding. This is a way to say, really? I can't believe it. Example, your friend says, I met a celebrity today. You say, you're kidding. Who? It adds emotion to your reactions. 34. It's not my thing. This phrase means I don't really like it, or I'm not into it. Example. Someone asks if you like horror movies. You can politely say, it's not really my thing. It's softer than saying, I hate it. 35. It's worth it. Say this when something is difficult or expensive, but the result is good. Example. You go on a long hike and the view is amazing. You say, wow, that was hard, but it's totally worth it. It shows positive thinking. 36. I'll keep you posted. Use this when you promise to update someone later. Example. Your friend asks, did they say when the package will arrive? You reply, not yet, but I'll keep you posted. It shows you care and will follow up. 37. Speak of the devil. We say this when the person we were just talking about appears. Example. You and your friend are chatting, I wonder where Sarah is. Suddenly Sarah walks in and you say, speak of the devil. It's playful and fun. 38. On the same page means you agree or understand things the same way. Example. In a group project you ask, are we all on the same page about the deadline? Your teammate says, yes, we're on the same page. It ensures everyone's aligned. 39. Break the ice. Use this when you do or say something to make people feel more comfortable. Example. At a networking event, you tell a light joke to break the ice. It helps start a friendly conversation. 40. Call it a day means to stop working for now. Example. You've been studying for hours. You stretch and say, let's call it a day. It's a natural way to end a task. 41. Hit the sack. A casual way to say you're going to bed. Example. It's late and you're tired. I'm exhausted. Time to hit the sack. It's common among friends. 42. Cut to the chase means get to the important part without extra talk. Example. In a meeting, you might say, can we cut to the chase? What's our budget? It saves time and focuses the discussion. 43. Spill the beans. Use this when you want someone to reveal a secret or surprise. Example. You're curious about a surprise party. Come on, spill the beans. It's playful and excited. 44. Under the weather. A polite way to say you're feeling sick. Example. If you don't go to work, you might text, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. It's softer than saying, I'm sick. 45. The ball is in your court means it's now someone else's turn to act. Example. You've made your offer and say, I've done my part. Now the ball is in your court. It's often used in negotiations. 46. Bite the bullet. Use this when you decide to do something difficult or unpleasant. Example. You hate dentist visits, but say, I need to bite the bullet and make an appointment. It shows courage. 47. Hit the nail on the head means to describe exactly what's causing a situation or problem. Example. Your friend explains why the project stalled, and you say, wow, you hit the nail on the head. It's a compliment on their insight. 48. Go the extra mile to do more than what's expected. Example. Your coworker stayed late to help you finish. You say, thank you for going the extra mile. People love being recognized for effort. 49. Twist someone's arm means to persuade someone to do something. Example. Your friend doesn't want to join the gym, but you managed to twist their arm. It's a light-hearted way to say you convinced them. 50. Cost an arm and a leg. A colorful way to say something is very expensive. Example: that new phone costs an arm and a leg. It emphasizes the high price. 51. Hold on a second. A polite way to ask someone to wait just a moment. Example: on a call, you say, "Hold on a second, I need to grab that file." It's friendlier than "wait." 52. Keep your chin up. Encouragement for someone feeling down. Example: your friend failed an exam and you say, "I know it's tough, but keep your chin up." It shows support. 53. Out of the blue, something unexpected happens. Example: I hadn't heard from him in months, and then out of the blue, he called me. It highlights surprise. 54. Against the clock, meaning you're working with very little time. Example: we're racing against the clock to finish this report by 5 p.m. It conveys urgency. 55. Better safe than sorry. Use this when you'd rather be cautious than risk a problem. Example: you might take an umbrella. It's not raining yet, but better safe than sorry. It's practical advice. 56. Just a heads up. Use this to give someone a quick warning or brief notice about something coming. Example: you might say to a colleague, "Just a heads up. Our meeting got moved to 3 p.m. It's friendly and respectful, so people aren't caught off guard. 57. In a nutshell, this means in summary, or to put it simply. Example: after a long explanation, you say, "So, in a nutshell, we need to finish the design by Friday." It's a neat way to wrap things up. 58. Bend over backwards. Use this to describe making a great effort to help someone. Example: you bent over backwards to help me move. Thank you so much. It expresses deep gratitude for someone's effort. 59. Hit the books. A fun way to say you're going to study hard. Example: exam season arrives and you tell your friend, "Sorry, I have to hit the books tonight." It's casual and instantly understood by students. 60. Piece of cake means something is very easy. Example: after finishing a simple task, you grin and say, "That coding problem was a piece of cake." People know you found it effortless. 61. Speak your mind encourages being honest and saying what you really think. Example: in a brainstorming session, you say, "Don't be shy, speak your mind." It creates a safe space for honest feedback. 62. Call the shots means to be the one making decisions or giving orders. Example: in a group project, you joke, "I'll let Sarah call the shots since she's an expert." It acknowledges who's in charge. 63. On thin ice. Use this when someone is close to getting into trouble. Example: your friend forgot to pay rent again. You warn, "You're on thin ice with your landlord." It signals they need to be careful. 64. Up in the air means something isn't decided yet. Example: when asked about weekend plans, you shrug. They're still up in the air. It shows uncertainty. 65. Hit the road. A lively way to say you're leaving or starting a trip. Example: packing the car for a road trip. You cheer, "All set. Let's hit the road." It feels adventurous and energetic. 66. Off the hook. Use this when someone is freed from a difficult situation or responsibility. Example, you had to present, but you got sick, and your boss covered. You sigh, "Woo, I'm off the hook." It conveys relief. 67. Fly off the handle describes someone suddenly getting very angry. Example, when he saw the coffee spill on his report, he flew off the handle. It's vivid and expressive. 68. Go with the flow means to be flexible and adapt to whatever happens. Example, if plans change unexpectedly, you laugh and say, "No worries, let's just go with the flow." It keeps things relaxed. 69. Pull someone's leg. To tease or joke with someone in a playful way. Example, you tell a friend, "I heard you won the lottery." And when they react, you grin, "I'm just pulling your leg." It's light-hearted fun. 70. By the book means to do something strictly according to the rules. Example, your manager says, "Make sure the audit is done by the book." It emphasizes exact compliance. 71. Give me a break. A way to express disbelief or frustration, like, "Come on, that's too much." Example, your friend jokes about you never cooking, but you've already made dinner 5 nights in a row. You laugh and say, "Give me a break. I'm practically a chef now." Use it when something feels unfair or unbelievable. 72. Let's get down to business means let's stop wasting time and start working. Example, in a study group after chit-chat, you say, "All right, everyone, let's get down to business. Time to review chapters 3 and 4. Great for shifting from casual talk to focus. 73. Out of hand. When something gets out of control. Example, a small debate in a meeting turns into chaos. You say, "Guys, this is getting out of hand. Let's calm down." Use it to call for order. 74. Play it by ear. To improvise or decide your approach as you go. Example, you're not sure how long traffic will be. You say to your friend, "Let's play it by ear. If it's clear, we'll go early. If not, we'll grab coffee nearby." Perfect when plans are flexible. 75. Rain check. A polite way to postpone an invitation. Example, your friend invites you to dinner tonight, but you're exhausted. You reply, "Can I take a rain check? How about next Thursday?" It shows you're interested, just not able at that moment. 76. Sit tight means wait patiently. Example, on a support call, the agent says, "Please sit tight while I transfer you to technical support." Use it when someone needs to wait without doing anything. 77. Step up your game to improve your performance. Example, your teammate says, "If we want to win this match, we need to step up our game." It's motivational, encouraging better effort. 78. Take it with a grain of salt, meaning don't take it completely seriously or literally. Example, someone shares a rumor. You say, I'll take that with a grain of salt until I hear it from a reliable source." Great for cautious skepticism. 79. The icing on the cake. An extra benefit that makes a good thing even better. Example, you got a promotion, and on top of that, your boss bought you lunch. You say, "The promotion was amazing, and the free lunch was the icing on the cake." Use it to emphasize a pleasant bonus. 80. Throw in the towel. To give up or admit defeat. Example. After hours struggling with a puzzle, you sigh and say, "Okay, I'll throw in the towel. Let's look up the solution." Use it when you've decided to stop trying. 81. Touch base. To briefly check in or update. Example. Before the weekend, you email a colleague, "Let's touch base on the project status on Monday morning." It's professional, yet friendly. 82. Up to speed. Meaning fully informed or up to date. Example. Onboarding a new team member, you say, "I'll bring you up to speed on what we did last quarter." Great for training or updating someone. 83. Water under the bridge. Something in the past that's forgiven or no longer matters. Example. You had an argument last month, but now you're friends again. You say, "That fight is water under the bridge." Shows you've moved on. 84. Wear your heart on your sleeve. To openly show your feelings. Example. Your friend says she's not afraid to cry during sad movies. She really wears her heart on her sleeve. Use it to describe someone very emotional. 85. Whole 9 yards, meaning everything or the whole thing. Example. You planned a party with decorations, cake, music, the whole 9 yards. Use it when you've gone all out. 86. You snooze, you lose. If you hesitate, someone else will take the opportunity. Example. Tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. If you don't buy quickly, they'll sell out. So remember, you snooze, you lose. Use it playfully to urge prompt action. 87. Zip your lip. A light way to tell someone to be quiet. Example. When your sister is about to spoil a surprise, you whisper, "Zip your lip." It's informal and fun. 88. Zero in on. To focus precisely on something. Example. During research, you say, "Let's zero in on the customer feedback section first." Great for pinpointing tasks. 89. Cross that bridge when you come to it. Meaning, deal with a problem if and when it arises. Example. You're worried about next month's rent already, but a friend reminds you, "We'll cross that bridge when we come to it." Helps avoid unnecessary worry. 90. A win-win situation when everyone benefits. Example. You negotiate a deal that both sides love. You say, "This is a win-win situation." Use it to describe mutually positive outcomes. 91. See eye to eye means you agree completely with someone. Example. When it comes to marketing strategy, Sarah and I really see eye to eye. Use it when 2 or more people share the same opinion. 92. Back to the drawing board. Use when a plan fails and you need to start over. Example. Our prototype didn't work, so it's back to the drawing board. It shows you're ready to rethink and try again. 93. Birds of a feather, short for birds of a feather flock together, meaning similar people stick together. Example. Those two love hiking and camping. Birds of a feather. Use it to highlight shared interests or characteristics. 94. Blow off steam. To release stress or strong emotions. Example. After that intense meeting, I went for a run to blow off steam. Great for talking about stress relief activities. 95. In the blink of an eye, something happening extremely quickly. Example, the concert tickets sold out in the blink of an eye. Use it to emphasize speed or suddenness. 96. Keep an eye on, to watch something or someone carefully. Example, could you keep an eye on my bag while I go to the restroom? It's polite and practical for asking someone to watch over things. 97. Know the ropes. To understand how things work or how to do a job. Example, by the end of training, you'll know the ropes around here. Use it when someone has become familiar with procedures. 98. Like clockwork. When something happens predictably and on time. Example, she shows up every Monday like clockwork. It highlights reliability and consistency. 99. On the fence, being undecided between two options. Example, I'm still on the fence about which course to take. Use it when you haven't made up your mind yet. 100. Pull yourself together to regain calmness and self-control. Example, you're upset, but take a deep breath and pull yourself together. It's encouraging someone to compose themselves. 101. Raise the bar. To set a higher standard than before. Example, with her record-breaking sale, she really raised the bar for the team. Use it when someone surpasses expectations. 102. Shoot for the stars. To aim for a very high goal. Example, my mentor always told me to shoot for the stars in my career. It's inspirational, encouraging big ambitions. 103. Strike a balance. To find a middle ground between two extremes. Example, it's tough, but I'm trying to strike a balance between work and rest. Use it when you want an even mix of things. 104. Take it easy. A way to tell someone to relax or not work too hard. Example, you've been studying non-stop. Take it easy this evening. It's caring and friendly advice. 105. Under your belt. To have achieved or experienced something successfully. Example, once you have this project under your belt, you'll feel so much more confident. Great for talking about milestones or achievements. 106. Wear many hats. To have several different roles or responsibilities. Example, in a small startup, everyone has to wear many hats. Use it to describe multitasking situations. 107. You hit the jackpot. To have great luck or success. Example, she really hit the jackpot when she found that apartment. It's celebratory, used when something wonderful happens. 108. Zero tolerance. No allowance for a certain behavior. Example, our company has zero tolerance for harassment. It's firm and clear about rules or policies. 109. Put your money where your mouth is. To back up your words with action or resources. Example, if you believe in this cause, put your money where your mouth is and donate. Use it when you challenge someone to act on their claims. 110. Go back to square one. Very similar to back to the drawing board, to start over from the beginning. Example, we hit a legal issue, so it's back to square one on our contract. Use it when you have to return to the very start of a plan. 111. Pull out all the stops. Meaning to do everything you can to achieve something. When to use, whenever you want to emphasize maximum effort or resources. Example, Our team pulled out all the stops to launch the app on time. Overtime, extra testing, the works. 112, up in the air. Yes, we had this earlier in a different grouping, but it's so common it's worth repeating. Meaning, undecided or uncertain. When to use, when plans or decisions are not finalized. Example, weekend plans are still up in the air. I'll let you know once I hear back. 113, go the distance, meaning to continue until the end despite difficulty. When to use, talking about perseverance or endurance. Example, she knew the race would be tough, but she was determined to go the distance. 114, keep your cool, meaning stay calm under pressure. When to use, in stressful or heated situations. Example, when the client got angry, I just kept my cool and listened. 115, play with fire, meaning take dangerous risks. When to use, warning someone about a risky action. Example, if you share private photos online, you're playing with fire. 116, on the ball, meaning alert, quick to understand and react. When to use, praising someone's attentiveness or competence. Example, Janet is really on the ball. She solved that issue before anyone else noticed. 117, go out on a limb, meaning take a risk by saying or doing something not everyone agrees with. When to use, describing a bold action or opinion. Example, I'll go out on a limb and predict we'll exceed our sales target this quarter. 118, throw in the towel. Also a repeat but essential, meaning to give up. When to use, when someone quits or admits defeat. Example, after 3 attempts, he finally threw in the towel. 119, face the music, meaning accept the unpleasant consequences of one's actions. When to use, encouraging responsibility or accountability. Example, you missed the deadline, so it's time to face the music and explain to your manager. 120, jack of all trades, meaning someone skilled in many areas, but not necessarily an expert in one. When to use, describing versatile people or generalists. Example, she's a jack of all trades, graphic design, coding, even event planning. 121, no strings attached, meaning without conditions or obligations. When to use, when offering or accepting something freely. Example, he gave me the book, no strings attached. 122, jump on the bandwagon, meaning join others in doing something popular. When to use, talking about trends or popular movements. Example, everyone's investing in that new app. Don't be the last to jump on the bandwagon. 123, make ends meet, meaning earn just enough money to cover expenses. When to use, discussing tight budgets or finances. Example, with rent so high, it's hard to make ends meet some months. 124, off the cuff, meaning without preparation, spontaneous. When to use, describing impromptu remarks or actions. Example, she delivered a brilliant speech off the cuff. 125, read between the lines, meaning understand the hidden meaning. When to use, encouraging insight beyond the obvious words. Example, he didn't say he was upset, but reading between the lines, you could tell he was. 126. Steal someone's thunder, meaning take credit for someone else's idea or spoil their moment. When to use, describing credit stealing or early reveals. Example, John announced our joint project first, totally stole my thunder. 127. Take with a grain of salt. Another essential repeat for emphasis, meaning view skeptically or not take literally. When to use, when information might be unreliable. Example, I heard she's moving abroad, but I'll take that with a grain of salt. 128. Under the radar, meaning without attracting attention. When to use, describing discrete actions or achievements. Example, they launched that new feature under the radar and surprised everyone. 129. Weather the storm, meaning survive a difficult period. When to use, talking about enduring challenges. Example, the company managed to weather the storm during the recession. 130. Your guess is as good as mine, meaning, I don't know either. When to use, expressing that you're equally uncertain. Example, who will win the game? Your guess is as good as mine. 131. Break the bank, meaning to cost a lot of money. When to use, when something is very expensive. Example, that designer bag might break the bank, so I'm saving up slowly. 132. Come rain or shine, meaning no matter what happens, in all circumstances. When to use, to show you're committed regardless of conditions. Example, we meet for coffee every Sunday, come rain or shine. 133. Cut someone some slack, meaning to be less critical or give someone a break. When to use, when you want others to be more forgiving. Example, cut me some slack. I've been juggling 3 projects this week. 134. Drop the ball, meaning to make a mistake or fail to do something. When to use, when someone fails to meet an expectation. Example, I totally dropped the ball on that report deadline. Sorry. 135. Easy does it, meaning slow down, be careful. When to use, when you want someone to proceed gently or cautiously. Example, easy does it with that antique vase. Don't break it. 136. Fish out of water, meaning to feel uncomfortable in an unfamiliar situation. When to use, when describing someone who feels out of place. Example, I felt like a fish out of water at that formal gala. 137. Go bananas, meaning to go crazy or act wildly. When to use, when describing extreme excitement or agitation. Example, the crowd went bananas when the band took the stage. 138. Hold your horses, meaning, wait a moment, be patient. When to use, when you want someone to pause before acting. Example, hold your horses. Let me finish explaining this first. 139. In hot water, meaning in trouble or difficulty. When to use, when someone is facing consequences. Example, he was in hot water after missing that important meeting. 140. Keep your fingers crossed, meaning hope for a good result. When to use, when wishing luck or a positive outcome. Example, I have an interview tomorrow. Keep your fingers crossed for me. 141. Live and learn. Meaning, you gain wisdom through experience, often after making mistakes. When to use, when reflecting on a lesson learned. Example, I ordered the wrong size. Live and learn, I guess. 142. On cloud nine, meaning extremely happy. When to use, when describing great joy or elation. Example, she was on cloud nine after hearing the good news. 143. Pass the buck, meaning to shift responsibility to someone else. When to use, when someone avoids accountability. Example, don't pass the buck. Own up to your own mistakes. 144. Quick on the draw. Meaning, very fast to react or respond. When to use, to praise someone's swift action. Example, he's really quick on the draw in emergency situations. 145. Run-of-the-mill, meaning ordinary, average, not special. When to use, when describing something unremarkable. Example, it was just a run-of-the-mill movie. Nothing outstanding. 146. See the writing on the wall. Meaning, understand that something bad is going to happen. When to use, when predicting a negative outcome based on signs. Example, they saw the writing on the wall when sales began to drop. 147. Take a rain check. Repeat worth reinforcing. Meaning, politely decline now and suggest later. When to use, when you can't accept an invitation immediately. Example, I'm busy tonight. Can I take a rain check on dinner? 148. Under your nose. Meaning, something happening right in front of you unnoticed. When to use, when pointing out something obvious someone missed. Example, you had the answer under your nose the whole time. 149. Voice your opinion, meaning to express what you think or feel. When to use, when encouraging someone to speak up. Example, in our meetings, everyone is welcome to voice their opinion. 150. With flying colors, meaning with great success, very well. When to use, when someone does something exceptionally well. Example, she passed